What's up, everybody? It's your boy T-Red Retros, and today I just want to talk about some Switch emulation getting towards the end of the year. And I feel like this year has been good on Switch emulation. Now, I'm using Yuzu. I know y'all probably ain't heard that name in a while. So, this is Yuzu version 2.14. So, I'm just playing it. And a couple of years ago, I already know, a lot of y'all already know this, but Yuzu was discontinued by Nintendo, and I felt like it was the end because Yuzu was the main Switch emulator, and I just thought it was the end for Switch emulation until Eden came along. So Eden came along and took Switch emulation to a whole nother level, especially for Android. So it was a lot of stuff that they added. I like the whole fetch your driver and you can just have a recommended driver and go to all your old drivers and just download them from the system instead of going to the internet having to look for them. A lot of people used to ask me, "What's the link? What's the link to this driver? Where you find this driver?" And now you can just get it inside the emulator. And they also brought improvements to games like Red Dead Redemption. That game played horrible on Sadachi, Citron, Yuzu, all that. So shout out to the Eden team. I'm very happy this year for Switch emulation. I thought it was just dead. So just from test out some games and get into it and just test. I was supposed to test out Tomb Raider. I couldn't even get it to work, but it worked on Citron. And shout out to Citron because they are improving the emulator also. So now for some games, Eden might not be the best option to play. For example, Mortal Kombat 1. It don't matter what drive I use, don't matter what setting I use. When I click on the versus, try to play it, it just freezes up, FPS go to zero, and it don't do nothing. But on Yuzu, just click on it, it's gonna do what it gotta do. Take me to my loading screen so I can pick my favorite character, Sub Zero, and it go on about its business. So yes, I feel like Yuzu still has some use because Mortal Kombat 1 plays well on this particular version, and Red Dead Redemption, along with some more games. So with Yuzu, you can't play newer games either. So this is Pokemon Legend AZ, and it's just getting zero FPS. A black screen is not working. That is because you can't use the new firmware or the new product keys for Yuzu, but you can on Eden. So that's another reason why I recommend you just play Eden if you're trying to play a whole bunch of new games, because the games are boots, and they added something where you can add the latest firmware and the latest product keys. So I'm just gonna test out a couple of games on Yuzu and Eden just to show out the improvements and everything that's been going on this year with the emulator. So let's get it. These settings I'm using, these are all my settings for all my games I play. Sometimes I had a resolution on 0.75x, but I always use asynchronous shaders, and everything else just be defaults. But on Eden, they have an option called Eden Veil where I'll mess with some options there or some settings there. But first game I'm going to test out is Sonic Frontier. I'm going to be using the latest turnip driver. I'm so stupid. So this is Eden, and there's a little bit of stutter in there. But keep in mind, if you still want to use Yuzu, you can just use the latest turn-up drivers for the improvements also. So they're playing about the same. So this is Red Dead Redemption. I just saw like it's getting an Android report. So the FPS just dip. Oh, it's going back up. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to play this well on Yuzu. The turn ups really improved this gameplay. But the FPS is dipping down. So the FPS just dropped a lot using Yuzu. But don't worry, we got a fix for that. Yeah, it's down here to 8 FPS. But don't worry, we got a nice little fix for that. Eating. And voila, still getting solid 30 FPS. And I'm right here. Now, this is just one of the many improvements on Eden. Not at 30, but it's definitely better than 6 or 3 FPS. So this is another thing. I'm using Yuzu. You hear that? Bad audio. Can't even hear nothing. So this issue is fixed on Eden. And now the audio is wonderful. How it's supposed to be. Somebody upstairs. no. So this game plays great. I never played it. I saw a whole bunch of stuff on PC gameplay and all that, and I think this game on PlayStation 3, but I never played it. This game was definitely big. It's like almost 30 gigabytes. I'm definitely deleting it, but it plays well. Getting 30 FPS. I haven't experienced no glitches other than it was crashing at first. Hold on, can I fall? Can I control? Be careful, bitch. There we go. So yeah, I'm getting a solid 30 FPS. No, hello, hello. I'm used to the old Tomb Raider games, not the new ones. There we go. So yeah, this game is a nice little game that plays lovely. And also be on the lookout for Eden Nightly versions. With the new Eden version, the new Eden Nightly version, it gets updated and it'll pop up on your app. When you just have to click on your app and it'll update automatically, and it will take you to it. So this is the latest version that was just released yesterday. So I'm just gonna go ahead and update it. And that'll be all. I'll be testing out some more games on my next video. And y'all have a good day.